Louisiana Beer Reviews, special edition, Harpoon Octoberfest Revisited. Well, sort of. Because in your case, it's not a revisit because I don't believe you've ever had it, right?
Nope, never had it.
I have. But only once. It says enjoy by 12/15/14. So December 15, 2014. So they put the date. That's convenient. This beer was introduced in 1989. The brewery, Harpoon Brewing, was established in 1986. And it is located in Vermont, and they also have a brewery in Boston. So it's a New England beer.
It's a nice label.
Yes. It is very fall-ish.
Bright, clean, good.
And it's got the checkerboard from what you have from the Oktoberfest. 5.3% alcohol, about average, a little higher than normal. 32 international bitterness units, so it'll be moderately bitter, but not much. They use Munich chocolate and pale barley malts.
Oh.
The hops, I don't know.
Some chocolate.
Because they don't say on the website, but Rate Beer has some old stuff from the company saying Willamette hops. That could have changed. But Munich chocolate and pale barley malt. So it's not chocolate, but it's chocolate barley malt. It's a type of malt. Gets a good score on Beer Advocate. The Bros, who is the two brothers that started the website.
Yes.
You know about the Alstrom brothers? They gave it an outstanding score. Their second highest. A 62 out of 100 on Rate Beer, not so good, but a 92 out of 100 for the style. So what does that tell you? They don't like the beer so much, but it's because they don't like the style, because they're giving it a 92 in the style. Oktoberfest beers. Okay, so I kind of like the style. So, you know, they're malty, sort of sweet, a little syrupy, and they're made for Oktoberfest celebrations. And the first Oktoberfest was 200 years ago in Bavaria. Don't see a bit of smoke, do you?
Nope, none.
This beer is not expensive, okay?
Ooh, got some mosquitoes coming out.
Uh-oh. Mosquitoes, no dilly-dallying then.
Nope. Get right to it.
Let's get right to it. And you're tired too because you've been shopping and all day
Yeah.
on the road.
It's like it's like a wood color, like a
Yeah, like
mahogany.
brown. Well, you know what I mean, like a copper maybe.
Yeah, with the light
Or
coming through, it looks
water
kind of
pipe.
copper.
We have bad lighting because there's a bunch of woods over there, and the trees are tall, and the sun gets behind them, starting around 3:30 in the evening. So the lighting is questionable.
It's nice though.
You want it to come outside because it's pleasant weather. I don't see any
I don't know
bubble
how long it's
streams.
gonna last. Yeah, there's a couple little stray bubbles, but not much going on that end.
And the thin head, this is not the proper glass, but I said, oh well, heck, it shouldn't matter really. It's supposed to be a thin glass like that. But it didn't get much of foam. You want some more?
Sure.
Much of foam. I'm a very good English speaker. No, I do know proper English. I just don't always utilize it. All right. Shall we go to the aroma?
Yes. Very light smell. Like it's not. Some beers, the minute you start pouring them, I can get hit with the smell, but
There's no doubt.
not much going on here.
You don't pick up a little sweet syrupiness,
Yeah. Oh, I got some on my
fruitiness. Let me see. Let's switch vessels.
Maybe. It smells like it's like I can smell it more over here.
Yeah, something about that bottle. That glass captures it more.
Yeah, it is sweet, kind of spicy.
And I find this a little syrupy. Okay, like
I don't know about
almost
the
maple syrup.
Smell. I don't smell maple syrup, but
Or fruit, like cherries.
some fruit that's getting like getting old. I don't mean like rotten fruit, but I just mean like really, really ripe. Like
Yeah.
fruit that's getting like a banana. Like when it's time to bake with a banana, it's getting really dark. Like
It's hard to say, but you like the aroma?
yeah, it's pleasant.
Okay, let's go with the flavor.
All right.
I know what I'm going to say, but I don't want to, like jump in front of you.
That's weird.
You want me to start describing?
That's like strange. Like
Describing.
I mean, I'm getting the hops, of course, but like
The hops are mild. There's
The
bitterness.
actual beer taste is like, I don't want to say flat or stale exactly, but it's kind of like you know the distinction when you talk about pecan beer and it might taste more like the shell than the actual pecan.
Yeah.
Like if this were a fruit, it would be the skin, not the fruit. Like there's just an odd kind of, like it's not really rich. You were talking about malty beers, and this isn't really rich or like it doesn't taste
I'm getting
syrupy.
cherries. I'm getting a little cherry skin, and I'm getting brown bread crust.
I get like skins, crust, but it's not very like full.
I'm getting breadiness, some sweetness. It is not a strong tasting beer, okay?
No.
So it's more like for guzzling than sitting there saying, oh, and the nuance of the
Kind of dry.
Pecan. It is on the dry side in the finish. The mouthfeel is, I would say, light to medium. It's a light beer.
Yeah.
And it's not boozy. Like, you don't really pick up the 5.3% alcohol, which could be a danger because if a person drank enough of it, it would affect them because the alcohol is certainly going to be there. I'll give you my summary and you can give the audience your summary. I think it's good. It tastes like most Oktoberfest beers I've had, which are on the mild side. They're a little bread crusty, slightly sweet, but they do have an overall dry finish, as opposed to dry wines are not sweet, and then you get the sweet ones. Same thing with beer. That's why they came out with Bud Dry, which would be a very crisp finish without with almost no sweetness, but that didn't catch on so well. But if you want to really try the most, the driest beer ever, I would say try Bud Light. But this one is not that dry.
Why would you ever try
Bud Light makes me thirsty. But
Bud Light makes me nauseous.
no, I'm not that antagonistic towards it like you are. But
I like the Bud Light Platinum. That's okay, but that's barely a light beer.
yeah, that's a malt liquor. It's an extra strong beer. It's rich. It's just not a light beer.
So there
I don't
you
know
go.
where they get the name light.
That's good with some crawfish. Yeah.
But back to this, I
Yes.
like it. I would give it a high score, like a B plus. I think it's very good. I could almost go to A minus. I'm not going to say the Bros. I don't know why they're going to call it outstanding, which would be an A plus. I think that's a little over the top. But I think it is at least very good. I think the lowest you could give it would be a B plus. I could say B plus, A minus, somewhere in that range. What about you?
I'd probably just give it a regular B. I mean, I don't know a lot about Oktoberfest beers in general, like to rate it on the,
Yeah.
the type of beer.
You have to have more experience.
I did recently have the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. And
Yeah, that's a
that
very
I really
popular
liked.
one.
That one was really good. That was better than this. Just, throw that out there. This I would just give like a regular old B because it's not bad. It's not something I would go out my way to try to drink. But if someone was like, "Do you want one?" I'd be like, "Sure."
And what if somebody asked you, Elizabeth, should I try that one? I was thinking about getting it. What would you tell them?
I'd probably tell them to get the Sam Adams Oktoberfest first, and if they were out of that one, then to maybe try this one.
And they have the Abita Oktoberfest,
Which I haven't
and the
tried.
Shiner Oktoberfest,
Yeah.
and the
The Sam Adams one was richer than
everybody
this,
else
I
in the
would
world
say.
Oktoberfest, because it's a popular
Yeah.
thing for people to make.
Yeah.
Lining Kugel's Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
What now?
I
I'm sorry,
said-
I interrupted you.
I said the Sam Adams Oktoberfest was like richer than this one, I'd say, and I like that kind of thing with a beer. But this isn't bad. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's just not like
You like it more than-
phenomenal. Not.
Then the light beers that we discussed. She's not a light beer fan, but
I'm not a light beer fan. No, I mean it's like if it's hot, it's a
I'm
hot.
not either.
It's a hot
really.
summer day. There are certain light beers that are really nice. Like one time we had one from like some other country, and it was like spring water and whatever. And would like Hugarden be a light beer? Would that count?
No, because that's a no.
Okay, because
I
for
wouldn't think so.
the
It's
light-
not a heavy beer, but it's not light.
light beer
It's a
for
wheat
me
ale.
is like Hugarden or Blue Moon.
Well,
like that's
you know-
if I'm gonna drink a light beer, that's basically
Those are wheat ales, and wheat ales
Yeah.
tend to be light in their presentation. They're summer beers, so okay, all right, I'll go
Yeah.
along with that. I don't know about the. I'm thinking of the calorie.
But because
count.
something like Bud Light, I
I'm
don't
thinking
think of
the
as
calorie count.
beer. I don't really think of as like a
Oh, it's a beer. In fact, it's the most popular beer in America.
corn water.
It's the most popular beer in America. All right, but anyway,
Well, that-
we don't want to get into
Americans
a
have
bunch of theory.
questionable taste.
Bunch of theory, but So you got our opinion. We like it. I like it more than she does, but I'm not like saying it's extraordinary or anything. But it's good. I'm glad I got to
I
read.
mean, I'm drinking it.
I'm glad I got to try it again. So take that as you may.
Because I have had beers before that I haven't even wanted to finish my little but this is fine. You know.
And some that she said she rated higher that she didn't want to finish because you said they were too rich.
Yeah, it's almost like earlier today I was having a piece of cake and it was really good, but I couldn't eat the whole piece of cake because it was just like too rich.
Too much.
So
Yeah.
I'll split a beer with somebody. That's just enough. But
Right. Well, laissez les bon temps relais.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this video production. And thank you for this Louisiana Beer Reviews t-shirt.
Not for sale.
Not for sale, just for
limited
moi.
edition of one.